So to that story that we are watching out in the northwest in Rustenburg, the situation at the Lanxess Chrome Mine in that town remains tense. But there's some hope of a settlement between management and NUMSA members soon, hopefully. This after 2 union members were allowed to engage with miners who've been staging an underground sit-in for almost a month now. ENCA's Heidi Giokos is out there and joins me now for an update. So momentarily, Heidi, as we were watching your feed from Hyde Park here, we thought there's a bit of hope. We saw people were coming up from, having been underground, but it seems it's not the people we had thought would be the people to be coming up.
No, unfortunately not to list, but we do have the NUMSA official that actually went down to discuss, to engage with the members at the bottom, and he's come back with very bad news. Perhaps we can just get more perspective from him. Mary, who's the regional organizer for the Northwest NUMSA, thank you so much for your time. You were coming through those gates and you looked like you were coming with a very heavy heart, and it appears as though what you found on the other side, where you have over 100 workers, it doesn't look like it's a very good sight.
Yeah, thank you. It's actually very disturbing what we saw there. We only managed to see 4 of the workers. The rest, they refused to come because they have not had food since yesterday. And whilst management is actually claiming that they are giving them food, this is what they are giving them, some porridge which they call pakamisa. They claim that it's nutritious. But from my perspective, I don't think that even a baby can eat this porridge the whole day without eating any food. Those workers are being guarded by the security with live ammunition, standing with the doors locked throughout the day. And we don't understand what is going in the mind of management, because what they are basically doing is just to humiliate those workers more than anything else. Those workers are saying to us, even those that actually talk to us, this ones on surface, they said corruption is the problem here at Lanxess. We as the officials, we can talk to them and say that the strike is illegal and all those things. But at the center of their problem is that management is corrupt. We need to deal with the issue of corruption. But now I'm saying that at the moment, our workers underground are being starved to death by this company, by this management. And they are expected to survive on liquid food throughout the day. Mind you, they have not eaten food for almost 2 days now as we speak.
When we spoke to the managing director of Lanxess, he indicated to us that he will not engage with any worker unless they're on surface, and the workers underground need to come back to surface as soon as possible. Is there any indication from your members that they are willing to come up and engage, given their safety, their health is at risk, and they've been underground for almost 4 weeks?
Our members, those that we talk to us, and even those who are on surface, are saying the only way that they are going to come out of the side of Lanxess is if in the form of cops, because no one is going to impose that they should leave the premises of the company. They are saying if management want to discuss, they must engage with our national office and with whoever is relevant to discuss this issue of corruption and how to deal with the issue of insourcing, because they are saying that they are not being attended to, and their issues are not being attended by management.
So where does it leave the situation at now? What happens? Do workers stay there until they get what they want? How much longer are they willing to stretch this out for? Are we going to see workers coming up anytime soon? Where does it leave the strike at?
You know, it's so interesting. When we went down there, when we were actually insisting to management that we must actually take the food that has been bought through donations of some of the community and their colleagues, management said we are not going to allow you to take food underground. But they were saying to us, they believe that these workers are going to come out soon. What makes them to think like that? Whilst when we talk to the workers, they are adamant and steadfast that they are not going to come out if their issues are not addressed.
So we can confirm that the workers will not come out until the issues are addressed?
That's what they are saying. The workers are saying we are not going to come out if this issue of corruption is not addressed.
But does that not concern you, given their safety, their hygiene, their health, all of those issues at play?
We are concerned about the health of our members. We went there because, mind you, this is the first day that we managed to talk to our members after they've gone there underground since the 17th of Feb. And the court order came on the 18th. Throughout, they've been refusing us to access to those workers. They were probably hoping that those workers would go out not later than those few days. But standing in front of you today, it proves that what they've been hoping for is not going to succeed. And we are saying some sense must start to prevail in their minds, and they must start to think properly and engage with us and make sure that we address all the issues that our members are saying. And they must stop running away from the facts. Workers are saying we're not going to come out underground. We are going, if they want us to come out, it will be in us in form of corpses.
Okay, thanks so much, Mayor, for your time. I just actually want to show our viewers. So as you can see, it's this bottle over here. It's got some kind of supplements inside, and it appears as though there's a big box underground with a number of these bottles, and the workers can take them as they wish. But from the indication we're getting from NUMSA is that if they have more than one bottle, it affects their stomach. So it doesn't seem like the situation is getting any better to us. It's actually quite concerning. And I just actually want to move out of shot and show you that image there, where there is a worker behind the gate. And he's, I'm not sure if it's his daughter or just a fact, it appears to be his daughter, engaging with her probably a day after school, because he's still behind the gates and he's not allowed to come out until this strike is officially over. So you can just see some of those images and some of the scenes that we're seeing here at Lanxess Mine here in Rustenburg.
Yeah, Heidi Chokos, thank you for that. We'll check in with you throughout